Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we bring you a Phil Adams special. And wow, look, he's got a brand new Twitter profile. Look at him, he's there with two dogs. Are they poodles? I think they're poodles. Well, I seem to remember out of poodles is what was that, Theatre of Death? Was it the film with Vincent Price when he goes around bumping off all those people, all the critics who gave him a bad review? God, all the bad reviews I give, I'd be bumped off a long time. And Robert Morley is one of the critics. And he, like a sort of This Is Your Life kind of setup, he sort of breaks into his house and sets up a, a fake game show for This Is Your Dish. And he's just, and Robert Morley is just, oh wow, it's amazing. And then he sits down and he starts eating into this big, massive pie. And he's absolutely loving it. And then Vincent Price eventually opens up like a silver platter that shows what the pie is actually made of, and he's somehow in the space of a day this has been done, or while he's been out the house, he's taxidermied his two poodles and put them in the pie, and at which point Robert Morley freaks out, but Vincent Price forces him to eat it all. It's pretty gross, but looking back, God, almost 50 years later, it's absolutely bloody hilarious. Anyways, it might even be over 50 years. Anyway, this obviously isn't Phil Adam, but he does look a bit like Phil Adam. It's actually Chris Packham, some global warming nut, TV presenter, bloke on BBC. Absolute lunatic. Anyway, first up, what do I talk about? I'm going to talk about Phil Adam. And this Tony TGD, from what I learned from Darius's videos, Tony the Gaming Dad, something like that. Tony the Geek Daily, God knows. But he calls himself the Geek Getaway, and he actually replied to a tweet of mine. Now, can I find the tweet? Yeah, so this is it. I couldn't remember where it was, so I had to search for his Twitter Geek Getaway. Ooh, big windy pops. His Twitter and mine. So yeah, so when I replied to Slope the other day, with his 4-hour waffle. Once again, thank you to the following people who helped me make this video. And so I said, I replied and said, I can't believe I didn't get asked to be a part of this over Retro Bro, Tony TGD, Saggy Melons. Good God. Yeah, he wasn't really trying that day, was he, old Slopes? Tony TGD responds with a meme, or a GIF, whatever. This MF paid for Twitter Blue. Well, I made a video about that a while ago, about buying it and trying it. I tried it for a month, and it was a complete waste of time. And then I forgot when it was due to renew, and so I ended up with it for 2 months. But soon after that, I cancelled it. And yeah, absolute waste of time. Don't even bother. So yeah, I admitted that in a video, you silly little man. So I replied, the fraud getaway who stole his logo from a coffee shop. And he didn't bother replying. Oh. So, what are my tweet analytics for that? 50 impressions, 5 engagements, 4 detail expands, and a partridge in a pear tree. God, with a voice like that, I could be singing on the next DJC Amico album. Anyways, so, fraud getaway. So, let's have a look at his video, because he's at it again, talking absolute bloody nonsense. This is a man who, Intellivision Amico CEO, Phil Adam, lands huge licensing deals, and I only came across this video when I saw a video from someone else who made a video about this video. So I thought, yeah, we'll look at them both, and I thought I'd start with this one. Obviously, this is the source of the nonsense. This is the Geek Getaway, aka Tony TGD, aka the Fraud Getaway, and he's the one who gave a load of fake breaking news to Dazed Gaming. And Dazed Gaming made a big video about it, got a lot of hits, and then was just completely embarrassed by it all. It ended up, I don't know, he just shouldn't be following this lunatic Dazed Gaming. I know he's back now as Hammock Man with on the same channel, so if you're subscribed, you'll still be subscribed to him. Yeah, so he's still making his videos, but yeah, I doubt he's talking too much about the Amico. Now, did he actually, I think he did talk briefly about the Amico. Anyway, the point is, you shouldn't listen to this Geek Getaway. So Days Gaming found out the hard way, and now this other person's doing the same. So anyway, just get myself into character. What's up, meatbags? It's the Alpha Duplicated, Never Imitated DVDfeverGames here today. Oh, hey Bert. Hey, how you doing, Ernie? Hey, I don't know, Bert. I don't know. I want to go to bed. But hey, Bert, we're two men sharing a bedroom and we're straight. Why? How did that happen? I don't know. Don't tell me. We had Morecambe and Wise. We both have separate beds. They used to share a bed. So, oh, I know, Bert. It's straight, Bert. Bert. Oh, God, get my voice back. Anyway, let's see what this lunatic claims. Allow YouTube to use your microphone. How the hell did that pick up that? No, I'm using my microphone. Go away. Bog off. How'd that come about? Mad. Talking of mad.
What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated Tony TGD coming at you with a real quick video.
Who wants to duplicate him? Oh, I just did, didn't I?
As you can see from the title, Intellivision Amico CEO Phil.
Now, we'll just, in case he's talking too quiet, because the next guy certainly is, we'll put the subtitles on.
Phil Adam lands huge licensing deals. That's right, deals plural. Now, you see a few days ago, Gatorade had reached out to Phil Adam. He was trying to make a deal in order to get the Amico games to go up on Steam, and then
He's not trying to make a deal, you lunatic.
The profits would go to paying off the refund queue.
He's not sending any profits to paying off the refund queue.
However, that never came to fruition. Now, off the back of that, it became apparent that Phil Adam was willing to license these games out. He was willing to make deals. He had told Gatorade, give me 6 figures and we could work something out or something along those lines. Well, Gatorade was not the only person to reach out to Phil Adam.
Reach out. What is this reach out phrase? You're just asking something. You're not reaching out. I hate the bloody phrase reach out. Maybe people who should use the phrase reach out as the 4 tops. Reach out, I'll be there.
No, we had one other individual reach out to Phil Adam, and in a conversation, Phil Adam let a few things slip.
What is prolapse?
So we're going to go ahead.
Is rectal prolapse?
We're going to take a look at that conversation right now.
Well, this is genuine, isn't it? That couldn't have been done in Photoshop. Oh, God.
You see, licensing Amico games was the name of the email.
He sounds out of breath.
It says, hello, Mr. Adam. It is my understanding that you are the current CEO of Intellivision Entertainment. As such, I am reaching out to you to discuss the possibility.
Yeah, don't trust men who have 2 first names as their whole name. Also, don't trust man with a goatee. Phil Adam has both.
Of buying the license and or publishing rights to any completed Amico games you have available. If you are interested, please provide me a list of games that you are ready to go along with the cost to license each game. Depending on what you have ready to go, I may want some or all of them.
So basically, someone's trying to apparently buy the games and publishing rights, licenses, etc. If they have spent millions, because obviously there's speculation that millions have been spent on these things, the licenses, which they haven't. Who's going to spend $18 million that they've got on licenses when they can just spend it on hookers instead? Licenses for games that they'll never produce, never even make, apart from a handful of demos. Nobody. So there's no license money spent. Tommy just said he was buying licenses and never did anything with it.
Thank you for your time. I look forward to doing business with you soon.
So who is this? Who's sending this message?
Now, Phil Adam replied to this.
We don't know. We're never going to find out. So apparently a sort of light blue circle is censor-worthy.
This is the important part. It says, hi, I have already done some significant licenses with 3.
I've already done some significant licenses with 3 fifth party. Suffering succotash. Come on, Tony TGD, have a glass of water and open your mouth.
Different parties. These parties are significant companies. Can you send me information about your publishing company? These deals are mid 6 to 7 digit deals. That's right.
Surely if this really was coming from Phil Adam as well, then, well, apart from the fact the the email would have a logo popping up where it says logo, we would know to put dashes 6 to 7 dash 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 digit deals. Not so you did 7 dash digit. Perhaps 6 dash space 2 space 7 dash digit deals. That'd be acceptable. But just no dashes at all. Bah, dash it.
Adam has landed 6 to 7 digit deals with multiple parties. Does this mean the Amico was funded? Does this mean
Who sent him this? He's just made it up himself, hasn't he? This is like Elliot Carver, Tomorrow Never Dies. What's it, Jonathan Price. He, he said there's no news like bad news, and he creates the news to just basically creates the news so that he can then put it out there and claim it as exclusive. Okay, he blew up a submarine and stuff like that, but not faking a console launch. But even still a $1 million fraud anyway.
we're going to have Amigos hitting store shelves soon? I don't know. It says happy to discuss further if this is a serious opportunity. I don't mean to be offensive, but going to waste your time either. Look forward to your.
What do you say soon there?
Me and the Amico was funded. Does this mean we're going to have Amigos hitting store shelves soon?
I thought he was reading something out that wasn't there.
I don't know. It says happy to discuss.
Well, of course we know there's no Amicos going to be hitting store shelves soon. None of them have been made, apart from the 2 or 3 prototypes. Of course, DJC is still in the testing phase. I don't know whether... am I still subscribed to Mike Mullis? I don't think I've seen anything from him. Unless he just has live streams, which I don't bother watching. But I only seem to get notifications from DJC, and he talks about testing the Amico. He must have been testing it for months now. When really he's only testing our patience.
Discuss further if this is a serious opportunity. I don't mean to be offensive, but going to waste your time either. Look forward to your reply. Best, Phil. So there you go.
Hang on. Was it? I don't mean to offensive, but not going to waste your time, presumably.
This is a serious opportunity. I don't mean to be offensive, but going to waste your time either. Look forward to your reply. Best, Phil. So there you go. 3 significant deals with 3 significant companies, mid 6 to 7 digit deals.
Wow. Significant deals with 3 significant companies with mid 6 to 7 digit deals. God, does Geek Getaway just repeat stuff? Does he just repeat stuff? Significant deals with 3 significant companies, mid 6 to 7 digit deals. Does Geek Getaway just repeat stuff? I think he's doing something else at the moment. Good God.
I don't know. This is good news. This
was that noise then?
Deals.
Let's say that again. Excuse me 1 minute while I sip of my water. Let's just listen to that again.
Mid 6 to 7 digit deal.
Wait for it.
I don't know. This is good news. This should be shouted from the rooftop. The Amico Forever crew should be very, very happy tonight. They should definitely be celebrating. Phil Adam has landed 3 huge deals. I'm sure they're just signing the paperwork. They're just dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and then we'll get a big announcement, a big email sent out. I know Phil Adams said before he was working on these deals. I know I had said that Limited Run Games supposedly had a deal in the works with Intellivision. I wouldn't be surprised if Embracer Group, who is looking to preserve old IPs, preserve old video games, might have worked a deal out with them. Who knows? Other parties?
This is just word porridge. He's just talking absolute balderdash. When did this go live? February 15th. That was the Wednesday. So yeah, it could have been just before the Amico Forever. Um, but he's just making stuff up at the top of his head. Where did he get this message? Yeah, this messages from? You just made that up as well. You are Elliot Carver, but not Stashing.
Could be. Or perhaps Phil Adam is just blowing smoke, right? We don't know. So what do you think? Is Phil Adam being genuine in this email, or was he just trying to maybe get a better deal from this interested party? Let me know in the comments below. We'll be seeing you tonight if you're watching this live on February the 15th, because tonight we're going to be going over the DJ Slopes 4-hour Amico video.
God, why bother with that? Jesus. And if he's monetized, I had to look at bits of it, but if he's monetized, Geek Getaway, then there's some copyrighted music in that anyway. So your thing will just be you'll be wasting your time making the video. With you pops, because you won't make any money out of it. Well, unless what's his name? So Slopes probably won't make much money out of his video. If I think it's just the pure imagination thing towards the end. So you can make a 4-hour video, and this is what's broken about YouTube. You can make a 4-hour video, and then just because 1 or 2 minutes towards the end has this particular song, you can't now monetize your video. Yeah, it's just all claimed by this other company, whoever owns that music. It's just absolute nonsense, isn't it?
But until then, love, peace, booty grease. I'm out this.
Oh God, don't hear that. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look at which other idiot is clocking onto this rubbish. You've probably heard it. You probably know it if you've seen the top of the screen already. Actually, even if you hadn't looked at the top of the screen, I'll put the names in the title anyway. So yeah, there we go. I've outed myself. All mercy. Anyway, let's have a look. No swear gamer. What? Did Phil Adam just raise millions more for the Intellivision Amico? And Tony DGD's video was 3 minutes 48. This one's 5 minutes 9. Honestly, these people who make long videos, completely pointless. If you still need a refund, you can try and email them, but complete waste of time. So, let's see what he has to say, his hot take on this all, on this fake nonsense.
Did Phil Adam really raise millions of dollars?
No. What did he say?
Did Phil Adam really raise millions of dollars?
Hang on, let's just put that on subtitles on.
Did Phil Adam really raise millions of dollars for...
Oh, dollars. So he come from the same part of the world as same Spawn Wave with his sort of, when he takes off his glasses, he just has, makes his eyes look all anime-like, because if you go, oh, it's terrible, it's so hard being a YouTuber, just dollars.
For the Intellivision Amico recently. Let's talk about that. So
Let's talk about that. No, well, obviously, Phil Adam hasn't just raised millions of dollars. So we know the answer is no already. That'll save you the next 5 minutes.
yesterday, Tony from the Geek Getaway posted this video in Intellivision Amico C.
He's saying this without any hint of irony. As if he's just like, oh, wow, it's a really credible news source, the Tony TGD. God.
CEO Phil Adam lands huge licensing deals. And he shares some emails that were sent to him.
One email that was sent to him. Well, one email and one reply. So it's not multiple emails. It's just the same old crap over and over.
So the first one, someone's reaching out to Phil Adam.
Reaching out.
Says, hello, Mr. Adam. My understanding that you are the current CEO of Intellivision Entertainment. As such, I am reaching out to you to discuss the possibility of buying the licenses.
Reach out. Phil will be there.
And or publishing rights to any completed
I should do cover versions of songs.
Amico games you have available.
I want my Amico. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I want my Amico.
If you're interested, please provide me a list of games that are ready to go along with the cost to license each game. Depending on what you have ready to go, I may want some or all of them. Thank you for your time. I look forward to doing business with you soon. Now, I don't think Tony confirmed that this is a legitimate offer, right? This could be someone who's trolling, who's just trying to see what information they can get out of.
Nothing about this is genuine. Why are you even entertaining? Oh, for the clicks. I see. Yes, because you got almost 1,200 hits on that, even on the original video. Not just under 1,000 on Fraud Getaway.
Or it could be a legitimate offer. It just seems kind of not something that a lot of people are clawing after. And then he shared Phil's response, and he says, I have already done some significant licenses with 3 different parties. These parties are significant companies. He
Significant companies!
likes that word significant. Can you send me information about your publishing company? These deals are in the mid-6 to 7-digit deals. And so mid-6, so you're looking at what, 500,000 in 7 digits? That would be a minimum 1 million. So let's see, you have 3 deals, 2 $500,000 deals is $1 million, then another $1 million. He raised $2 million.
Dollars? No, he hasn't raised any millions of dollars at all.
Theoretically. Happy to discuss further if this is a serious opportunity. I don't mean to be offensive, but going to waste your time either. I think he meant, but not going to waste your time either. Look forward to your reply. So let me first say a couple things. One, even if he raised $2 million, I don't know if that's enough for manufacturing. It may be, but I'm not sure. And second of all, let me say that I do believe that this looks like a legitimate email from Phil Adams.
What a load of old rubbish. It looks like a legitimate email. The whole thing is fake. Yeah, if you wanted to see whether it was original or not, just click on that. If you had access to the original email, not a screenshot that could have been made by anybody, you'd then see where the emails come from. It's obviously just been sent to a Gmail account because that's how they kind of look on my phone. But yeah, you click on that, it'll show you the exact email it's come from. That's what we need to see in all the headers. God, who are these clowns who believe this shit? Well, obviously, Fraud Getaway and Fraud Gamer. No fraud. Fraud Swear Gamer.
Gataroos. Recently I did a video where Gataroos shared that he reached out to Phil early in January and he offered, hey, I'll port some Amico games to Steam as long as the proceeds from those games go to taking care of the refunds first and foremost. That
Well, see, Gataroos is just winding Phil up.
was the deal he put on the table, and as you guys know, Phil kind of turned the tables on him after making him wait a month and said, hey, you want to give me 6 figures? We could talk about this. When
I doubt he should have made him wait a month. I think he must, if he didn't reply after a month, he just obviously didn't bother checking his email. Why would he? He's got $18 million to play with.
Gataroos was just offering to help them get their games out there. And comparing this email, the bottom of it, the way he signs it, looks exactly like the email Gataroos showed me. So I would say that this is either
like an email can't be faked. Duh.
a really good fake, so someone who has access to Phil Adams' email, or this is a genuine, and it does look genuine to me. Now, that does not mean the information is genuine, but it does line up with what he was telling Gataroos.
Oh my God.
When he first talked to Gataroos in early January, this is what Phil had to say, part of the email. He said, I've been paying engineers through funds I've raised through fundraising. Those have brought in 6-digit deals that have funded completion of the hardware. I'm working on several other licensing deals as well. Later on, I take your offer seriously, but need to try and complete 2 additional deals I am working.
What? This is rubbish. Why would Phil Adam be saying he's working on deals? Because we know they're not. We know the whole thing's dead and buried, and it's like if Phil Adam is actually making these emails up, then he's just trolling DJC and co. Why else would he bother? Utter nonsense.
On for now. So that would add up to 3 deals, right? Or close in that range. You know, I've completed other deals, 6-digit. Maybe he made a deal for something bigger. But, you know, I was talking to Gataroos a little bit, and it just, the amount of money for what Intellivision has to offer just seems unrealistic, that they have millions of dollars in licensing in what they already have done and what
The only place they have millions of dollars is in the Cayman Islands bank account.
what the Amico games they completed. I could be wrong. All it takes is 1 or 2 or 3 people with deep pockets to say, yeah, we go along with this.
Who would throw their money away like that? Unless TJC's won the lottery.
So when it comes to this, let me just say this. I think the email may very well be legitimate. I'm
Yeah.
not so sure about the information. This could be a salesman's tactic. You know, you go to a used car lot, you're looking at a car, the used car salesman comes up and goes, you know what? I've had 3 offers, and he throws out these high numbers that he wants to get out of it. Like, yeah, 3 people have already offered me 30 grand.
Yeah, so they're just talking crap. So there's nothing going on with this at all. There's no deals being made at all.
On what you're looking at, you know, you want to talk business. So this could be a salesman tactic. It may not be entirely honest. It may be completely fabricated. Maybe it
God, Phil Adam not be completely honest. Good Lord.
is true. This is also the same Phil Adam who over a year ago said that Intellivision was committed to giving a ship date by the end of February of 2022. And of course, we see how that turned out. But it doesn't make sense, because if they have all this money, why are they still going through a lawsuit for not paying their furniture bill? Why not take care of that so you don't go to court? Why haven't you given out the refunds? Or are they just, if they got the money, are they just paying themselves? And that would be awful too. So that's just my kind of 2 cents on it. Be sure to check out the Geek Getaway's video on this. I put a link in the description below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you next time.
Oh, God.
Video on.
Oh, that's so bloody rubbish. Yeah, but I'm not surprised. They'll give him something to do. He gets his 1,000 pieces of silver from that. But I suppose he's got to keep himself busy, because people go, oh, but Dom, you don't get many views with a lot of your videos. But I've already said, you know, I do a lot of gaming videos. Gameplay videos don't get an awful lot of hits straight away, because sometimes I do. I mean, I gave the demonstration of the other day of what was it, Dead by Daylight, which had taken like about 12, 14 months. Suddenly it gets picked up by the algorithm. After all that time, why not straight away? I don't know. But for 12, 14 months, it gets picked up by the algorithm. And now when you search for Dead by Daylight gameplay, I came top in the search results on Google. It's just absolutely baffling. So you put a lot of gameplay up, and it takes off like between 9 months and 18 months later on. It's really, really weird on YouTube. I don't know why it doesn't do it straight away. But any videos about Amico, you'll get a lot of hits, but they'll just sort of be in the first couple of days, mainly in the first day. Maybe, a couple, there's sort of some residual ones coming in on the second day, but not too many after that. Unless it's about Lady Decade. But then, no Swear Gamer doesn't bother with any gameplay videos. He just waffles on about this, that, and the other, and he's making sort of vlogs and things, but they don't get a huge amount of hits. Every Madden NFL, blah blah blah. Yeah, so not many people are watching those. So there we go, and he's got 20,000 subscribers, but they're not watching his videos. So that's bizarre. So what else we got? So we've also got on the Intellivision Amico subreddit, Phil Adam is also a paid member of some of the YouTuber channels. So I think this has come up before that he's John Alvarado has given some money to in special donations and things like that, and I think other examples come up soon. Yeah, Tommy did it as well. I remember that one. Windy pops. But I like the way this person has given him a thumbs down for all the difference that makes. Because if you dislike a video, as I've said this countless times, if you dislike a video, don't thumb up it, don't thumb down it, don't comment on it. Because people sometimes thumb down it and then also start typing a ridiculous comments and go blah 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 blah. Yet, even if you thumb it down, or comment, whatever you comment, you are just giving it engagement, and that just causes YouTube to push it out to more people. Why do you think YouTubers like Linus Tech Tips and Spawnwave, they say if you like it, click the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. Blah 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 blah. If that was going to have any sort of negative effect, they'd be telling you not to click on it. Well, sorry, at least they'd be not telling you to. They'd be not telling you to click on it. And so by telling you to click on it, you going, oh, I hate this man. I'm going to click dislike. then you're just giving them engagement, and YouTube just pushes it out to more people. So whoever put this, unless it's maybe Emilio Estevez's Tash, if he's thumbed it down, you're completely wasting your time. In fact, you're having the opposite effect of what you're meant to be doing there. So anyway, Phil Adam, I don't know how much money he's given, but have his name in lights like that. Welcome to the Bro Force. He's he's helping Retro Ho being a paid shill. So there we go. What other comments have we got here? So Tommy Al, John Alvarado and Phil were paying members of several YouTuber channels. They were paid members of some of their Patreons. They gave YouTubers free merch. Tommy was making donations of at least $150 to each of them in their streams. God, he never came and did that on my videos. What a shame. Very cool and legit. And of course that money came from all these people who put money into the console. Pre-ordered things. That's where it bloody came from. So, apart from the money that's gone into the Cayman Islands, if you want to know where your deposit is, it's in Retro Bros' account. I'm sure they'll keep on paying since they're all BFFs for life. It's funny to me how quickly these guys sold out for so little money. $50 to $100 is all it took to get them posting comedy propaganda now for years. I mean, I'm not above being someone's corporate shill, but I expect at least $1 million in return. Is it illegal? Oh, do you think Tommy smuggled cash across the border to Talerico would ever break the law? Says Tommy can't comprehend the law anyway. Tommy's way is trying to think of a loophole and other people to throw under the bus after being caught and someone having told him what he did was illegal. Tommy 4D says, well, from a layman's review of the FTC's guidance on social media influences, it seems like they would get a warning before receiving any fines. The fines are pretty hefty though, more like it's around about $50,000. Granted, I get the sense they use that kind of enforcement for people trying to sell things like fake medicine, etc., but I still wouldn't take the risk. I imagine that none of the Amico media folks will get any attention from the SEC, etc., although that video from DJC telling people to invest was pretty egregious. I'm sure that he would just claim that he loved Intellivision and Amico with all his soul and that he wasn't thinking about money, he just wanted the project to succeed. Yeah, so he'd get a return on his investment. Kratos says it's amazing how much loyalty he can gain with a few dollars to stream with hundreds of followers. Aye. Anyways, what else we got? So, D-list celebrity made a post about it. Phil Adams' claims of significant 6-digit deals make no sense. I was going to sort of try and summarise it, but it's quicker just to read it out. So, Phil Adams says he's working deals to license Amico software for other platforms. He won't take anything less than 6 or 7-digit deals, and he'll smell bovine excrement. This is based on potential earnings of games and some other factors. It says nothing about the quality of the game itself or the cost to develop them. So that's going to, use up all the money anyway. The other factors I'd be considering as a potential buyer licensee, so it's all metaphorical, is that the word? Rhetorical, that's the word. Yeah, it's all completely rhetorical because this is never going to happen. Anyway, he says you don't have you don't have full control of the game IP. You're only licensing for a specific platform, so you can't sell it on in the end anyway. Number 2, you need to put extra effort into porting them since you have Amico-specific controls, like the LEDs. It shouldn't be a ton of work to port, but it's still something you need to sink developer time and cost into. Number 3, the games may not be exclusive. Intellivision is saying they'll be released on the Amico, so that's cannibalizing your market. Yeah, so you're not going to make any money back on them anyway. The Full Republic have an agreement saying they get 25% of gross sales even on other platforms, or else they can block the license. While that percentage is paid by Intellivision and not the licensee, unless they have come to the table to waive it, they'll be concerned of that kind of potential encumbrance on the IP. It adds a little more risk to the equation, so it's not going to happen anyway. Number 5, selling on Steam and eStore, etc., you lose 30% of gross, so you need to factor that in. I think if they do it on Epic Games, you get to keep 87% of the revenue, but yeah, still 87% of nothing. Number 6, to put them on the iOS Google Store, the majority of the games would need a free-to-play model. They just won't sell otherwise. It means a major redesign for monetization. For that reason, we'll treat it as a net zero. So the valuation is based on PC and console only. Number 7, the games being complete can be a curse because you can evaluate them easier. You're not valuing the potential of a genius hit of lightning in a bottle. You're valuing a known quantity 10 level single screen game. Something made for there should be a hyphen there. 10 level. Something made for a specific purpose of being a free game packed in with a console, for example. It's often better to develop something new with a fresh vision that at least has breakout potential, but not breakout as in the game breakout. But but they just couldn't be bothered to do any of that because it's just a scam from the beginning, as it's turned out to be. Number 8, risk. You're paying an upfront amount on the hope that sales will earn more than this. That itself could take a long time to eventuate, or you could just lose a lot. Every license is a gamble and the price should be adjusted accordingly. Well, it's not going to happen anyway. So basically estimate potential gross profit, less cost of porting, publishing, some minimal advertising then. It's a significant reduction, minimal advertising costs, then a significant reduction for risk. Now I don't know how he's worked out these figures because it's just absolute bullcrap. So he says that, who's this posted this? Is this, Dealer Celebrity. So, right, so, basically, yes, okay, the games he's worked out, Astro Smash, he reckons it would net $30,000 profit. No. Yeah, it says he has at least has Nick Bruti's pedigree behind it. I have no idea who that guy is. Shark, $25,000? Decent potential on Switch? Not a chance. There's loads of games like that already. Skiing, $20,000 with Grand Mountain Adventure out there now. That takes the luster off considerably, and this may even be overvaluing it. Now, I'd never heard of this game before, but I just looked it up on Steam, and you can see it's just skiing basically. So, yeah, even with slightly better graphics, perhaps. Cornhole 0. The amount of effort to port and fix controls wouldn't be worth what it could earn. Farkle, $0. You'd only take this in a bulk deal, it'd be cheaper to make it from scratch. Same with Brain Jewel. Biplanes, $5,000. The sales potential just isn't there. So why are you even valuing it at $5,000? Who's going to buy it if there's no potential sales? Tank Battle, $0. The misappropriated artwork makes it too big a risk for the tiny upside potential. Well, the game's been out many times anyway. We had the Combat 2 was it or Combat? I was going to say Combat Evolved. That was Halo Combat Evolved. Whatever the combat game was on, I forget what it's called now, on the Atari 50th anniversary thing, and you had to do a certain thing in order to unlock one of the games. So, yeah, and Pool, $5,000. It's so generic it just won't stand out. But why would you even value it at $5,000? No one's going to, pay money for that unless they're bloody brain dead. The next two are a little iffy due to them being third-party licenses, so it's unknown if Intellivision can sub-license for other platforms. But let's say they could. Missile Command, $20,000. VG Insight says Missile Command Recharge has only made $11,000 gross on Steam, so this is probably generous even for all systems. Well, very generous. It was the Amico demo was just awful. It looked awful anyway. We've not had a chance to play it. Moon Patrol, $50,000, only because there hasn't been an update to Moon Patrol in ages. I mean, that was one of the few things that actually looked interesting. Moon Patrol, I like that. For the sort of minute or two we got to play that in the demo, maybe even less than that. But that was just a load of nonsense. It was just obviously a demo with we did get a sort of proper game after that, didn't we? I was thinking of the initial demo, but we did get a sort of proper one-level game out of that, if you can have a proper one-level game. It wasn't really an awful lot to shout about beyond that, and it had didn't have any proper text in there because they just stole the text from the Star Fox and the Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64, the one where it just talked about the Lilac system. Anyway, it's a game that's not coming out, obviously. So let's assume Finnegan Fox, Force Redux, Space Strikers, Emoji Charades, Dino Blaster, Brain Jewel, Care Bears, Sesame Street, Evil Knievel and Back Talk Party can't be licensed since they were either pre-existing games or have already been ported to other systems. Also, I haven't evaluated most other games that have never been shown to be complete. The two exceptions are Cloudy Mountain, Mike Mika. Who's Mike Mika? I've heard of a singer called called Mika. I doubt it's him though. Mike Mika says it's complete and this one could be worth over $100,000. It has the potential to earn multiples of that. If any Amico license deal was worth mid-six, it would be this, though that price would be way above my risk tolerance. But yeah, that'd be a fun game to play. Anyway, Night Stalker. Mika says this was only ever a 4-level demo, and there's still a bunch of work to do to finish it off. So a significant investment would need to be made. Still, with the license and partial code, it should still be worth $50,000. So for me at least, only one game would be worth a 6-figure deal, and all 14 games together wouldn't reach mid-6. Now a big point to make is, Phil Adam could be telling the truth about his deals, mid-6 to 7-digit deals. He's obviously not. But just because someone values the licenses this low doesn't mean someone else wouldn't pay those bigger amounts. People make bad decisions all the time, like DJC. What are your thoughts? Is Phil just blowing smoke, or is there still untapped value to the work to date that has been done on Amico software? No, there isn't any value at all. Well, that's worked well. First comments deleted themselves. Yes, I don't know what Gatoruz is replying to. Again, so if everyone's replying to a comment that's deleted, so it's difficult to know where to go. Dumb old Talerico would say mobile gamers spend an average of $79 a year. And if you tell them it's skewed towards whales who spend thousands of dollars and casual gamers spend nothing, he would call you a gaming urgist and ban you from his comments section. Gatoruz said, when I first wrote to Phil Adam a month ago, I was completely transparent and honest about what I thought a ported game might earn. My exact words were, I'm realistic to know that such a port is unlikely to generate more than a few $1,000s depending on the game, but making some customers whole and generating some goodwill could go a long way. But everyone has their own opinion. Vic Viper, I think you way overvalue what these licenses are worth, but if Uncle Phil is telling people he wants dollars, I'm not surprised. At this point, I suspect Phil wants the Amico to be over and done with. If that's the case, why is he even continuing to talk about it? Why would he bother? Why would he bother? If I had 80 million ill-gotten dollars in the bank, I wouldn't be replying to any emails. I'd be off in the Cayman Islands. Gadiantum. Wait. Cloudy Mountain is finished? That was my main interest in the Amico from the beginning. Is there a discussion with more information about this? I think you're right about it all being bull manure. My gut is that you are being very generous in these valuations. I think that any upfront licensing fees will be 10% of your figures with a modest percentage royalty for sales. Well, he says, edit. Okay, I found the Mike Mika thing. I'd even commented on that thread. I guess my memory ain't what it used to be. What was my name again? I'm losing track. Plenty of the dungeon crawlers, says Tommy Poopy Pants. Gantian asks, want to be recommended. And he recommends Hammer Watch. So just, these aren't really my sort of bag anyway. I played the Cloudy Mountain game out of curiosity. I remember sort of playing something like this when there was not a lot else in the 90s, but I wouldn't play them for too long. Anyway, so we're at the end of that. So I think just one little last thing to go. Anyone have the story on what Tommy Talerico did to strand artists while touring internationally? This Atom Skun says, hey, by the way, F Tommy Talerico for stranding artists during an international show and leaving them to fend for their own. You know what you did. You starred. And he posted that on Wednesday. And from the comments, Ninja Kitty says, hey everybody, in today's video, it's one of my videos where I go over each Bomber Guy comments. In South America, he did not pay all of the staff, did not pay for the hotels, and worst of all, didn't pay for the plane tickets. From the various comments, it appears this was a common thing where people paid their own way for the honour of working on VGL. Oh, we get a free iPod as payment. Well, if you get a free iPod as payment, then I know who would want that. Metal Jesus rocks. He loves his iPods. Gutsman4057 says, I can confirm a small anecdotal experience. A friend was a guest star at a few VGL shows, and I went with him to one show. Drove across the border on our dime. Tommy put us up in a very nice hotel for a couple of nights, but everything else was our expense. It was one of the most fun experiences of my life for sure, and I don't regret it, but yeah, my buddy didn't get paid for travel or the performance. Well, it's just like if you do like stand-up, if you're like a stand-up comedian or you're trying stand-up. I did that many years ago. I was bad. No, it wasn't terrible. But if I was playing to, oh God, I'm going back over 10 years. If I played to like a student audience, I got quite a few laughs. But if I played to anyone else, I didn't get many laughs at all. But it was quite fun. But I didn't enjoy it long term because you had to remember. My memory is shit, and you got to try and remember a load of jokes just to obviously fill 10 minutes on stage. So I ended up making notes to what topics I was trying to cover. You sort of try and write them on the back of your hand. Anyways, but yeah, you pay for your own travel to get somewhere. Although obviously America's a much bigger place than the UK, but I didn't go too far anyway. So I think one time I'm in Manchester. One time I went to Liverpool. I was planning to drive there, and on that day, my car broke down. So rather than drive, I just about made my car just about made it to the garage, and then I got the bus back home, and then got the train to Liverpool, and then the train back afterwards, and then a day or two later I went to pick the car up again. But anyway, it's that was like it's quite a distance to get to Liverpool from Manchester, but it's not something I'd rush to do again. I didn't really get the feel out of it. They say you've got to love what you do when it comes to stand up, and I've seen people who do it and they've done it really well. And in fact, one guy who was doing it in open mic nights at the same time as I was sort of attempting it, and actually before I was attempting it, was Joe Lycett, who's actually gone on tonight as I record this to win a Game Changer Comedy Award on Channel 4. So yeah, if you don't know who Joe Lycett is, Joe Lycett, look him up on YouTube. I'm sure there's some clips on there, but he's absolutely brilliant. And just seeing him in the very early days, just riff off notes he'd made on his phone, and just do a whole set out of that. It's just phenomenal. It's brilliant then, and he's just I was going to say coming in leaps and bounds, but he was doing that well enough at the time, and yeah, fantastic. So if you enjoy it, then you can take it forward and make something really good out of it. But it wasn't for me. Maverick says I can confirm this. Also, it was awesome having you guys come, and I had a great time hanging out, but it sucked there wasn't better compensation. Customer says, seriously, like no shade at Tommy for it. I had a great time and he was perfectly nice to me. The shady stuff came up in recent times that is awful, of course, but he knew to have fun for the show I helped with. He's the marketing manager. Who have I blocked? Oh God, is it him? Who have I blocked? If these people are, it's just open them up again. I don't know. Oh snap! No way. Well, me and my buddy would love to come back again, so they're all just having a chat. Try to be hopeful. The guest star didn't get paid. What kind of fresh bullshit is this? Nobody's done a few guest performances with VGL over the years. That was his last one back in 2016. I don't believe he got paid for any of them. Granted, it was fun, but so I don't think it necessarily bothered him. The one I tagged along for was super fun, and when I was younger and had a well-paying job anyway, so it was just worth it to me for the experience. Volunteering with Tommy and VGL back then was just a fun, cool thing. I mean, when I did the stand-up, I think I did about 20 odd gigs. I didn't get paid for any of them apart from one. And for that one, I got £20. I should have framed it, but instead I spent it on alcohol. Try to be helpful says it makes me a little sad, doesn't reflect well on TT, nothing ever does. If someone is making money off you, they should pay you. Well, of course. Oh, you get paid with exposure. Well, if you're doing the stand-up, then you get paid with learning. But that's the music biz in a nutshell. If someone can, they'll do that for you. Even if you're doing the exact thing, you need the exposure to get working. Revolutionary Peak, author Wet Rice. Wet Wise. My name's Brett Wise. operates the same way. He doesn't pay contributors, won't even send them a complimentary copy of the book. He promises exposure, and you'll be able to see your writing in a book at Barnes and Noble. I don't see why you should give them a free copy of the book. I mean, it looks like if it's a hardback book, it'll look quite expensive. Or was it like a sort of? I don't think it was paperback, but it was maybe not quite hardback. Was it something in between? I don't know. I forget now. I guess it was exposure. It's funny how the exposure is never from people whose exposure is worth anything. But try to be hopeful is still trying to be hopeful. Last again, I can take a pen to Barnes & Noble and make it happen myself. Well, I've kind of done that sort of thing for stuff for exposure, sort of, but it was a favour for online friends. I did score a press copy of an Elder Scrolls game out of it. But if it's something that, well, yeah, but that'll be like a free game code. It won't be a whole actual physical book. But if it's something that actually get sold in Barnes & Noble or newsstands, it's just good manners to pay the dudes. Not least because paying them establishes that it was work for hire neatly. Thanks, I thought Stranding was a new development that had just come out. So anyway, we've got Tommy getting busted for trying to smuggle $100,000. Moon Manic, you got to wonder who's going to be performing them with Chile in April and what sort of experiences they're going to have to tell. Also, if you buy a VIP pass, the VIP pass is a separate pass that requires you to also purchase a ticket. So you got to buy, and if you try to buy tickets, it redirects you to an entirely Spanish website with no clear indication where you even go to buy tickets for VGL specifically. Bad design. Sounds like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, trying to find the advance notice of when Arthur Dent's house is going to be knocked down. It's in a locked filing cabinet. It's in a cupboard under the stairs where the stairs had gone, and so on and so on. I'm not going to repeat it all word for word because I can't remember it. But anyway, if you've seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you know what I'm talking about. And if you've not seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you really ought to, because it's brilliant. So, anyway, probably going to get him to sign an NDA this time. Tommy, when talking to OB Pete, I won't let you down. Anyway, so I then commented, well, I'll go to this week because I did comment on it as well. I said, yeah, because when he just says, hey, by the way, F. Tommy Talerico for Stranding Artist, he doesn't put Tommy Talerico's name in there. So I said, yeah, because Tommy Talerico will see that tweet automatically. Revolutionary Peak says, Tommy used to find 50 sub YouTubers who mentioned him in a video with 17 views to dispatch his goon squad on them. And our lovely Riker Rock says to me, doesn't stop this loser from whinging about Slopes in threads that Slopes can't see. So I said Slopes will see my video on YouTube as he did with the interview coverage, because he saw those videos. Even Kim Justice saw those interview videos I made and then blocked me. The prat. Anyway, so as I said, Tommy Talerico won't see the tweet, obviously, because I'm being sarcastic there. And, hey, by the way, F. Tommy Talerico for Stranding Artists during an international show and leaving them to fend for their own. You know what you did, you bastard. So I said, you'll need to tag him in if you actually want him to see that. And Atom hasn't bothered replying either. Oh, there we go. So 36 impressions, no engagements. Detail expands. So not even a partridge in a pear tree out of that one. So there we go. I waffled on enough. Anyway, let me know all your thoughts on this Phil Adams special. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, please like this video, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all notifications, and cue Genesis.